Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you are watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday, Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto attended the same event in Nairobi at Korogosho during the launch of Nairobi River Commission. And in that event, Gachagua used that opportunity to retract his first statement when he referred to Kenya or government as a company, whereby people have their own shares. So seemingly, Gachagua's tone and statement shows a man who is taking a U-turn from his first statement. But again, the U-turn came after Kenyans coming out strongly to call on Gachagua to rebuke him, of course, about his statement. And first of all, before we go through what Gachagua said yesterday, I just want to remind you on Gachagua's first statement or position as far as governance is concerned. I quote him, "This government is a company that has shares. There are owners who have the majority of shares and those with the just few, while the others do not have any. You invested in this government and you must reap. You showered, tilled, and manure and irrigated, and now it's time to reap." That was Gachagua somewhere in Kericho. But then now, yesterday, in the presence of William Samoei Ruto, this is what he said: "Kenya belongs to all of us. Ruto's government will serve everyone, irrespective of how they voted. The president will handle development matters, while I will deal with the streamlining the UDA party affairs." Look at that. Now, there is two things that have come out. Number one, he has said that Kenya belongs to all of us and the president will serve everyone. And then number three, president will deal with the national matters. And he will deal with the UDA affairs. So he has reduced himself to a UDA manager there. That is the position. So the question is, why change of tone and how? What is cooking in Kenya Kwanza government? Before we continue with this conversation, just a quick request for those who are watching and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our channel subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please just give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, first of all, my position, me as now my name, Charles Stureh, on this punchline. From the time Gachagua said that Kenya is a company, or the government is a company, from that time, I have no any respect for Gachagua, me as Charles. I will refer to Gachagua as Gachagua. There's no day I will refer to Gachagua as deputy president. If he's a deputy, then he is a William Ruto's deputy, not my deputy. And that's my position. Because you cannot divide the country rather than bringing it together. Because he forgot his position as the deputy president. So for me, Gachagua is just Gachagua, and that's how I'm going to treat him going forward. I will not change, no matter what will happen. Because he's a disguise to many people. Now, to the discussion. The truth of the matter is that William Ruto has forced Gachagua to withdraw his remarks of referring to the government as a private entity. And if you are not aware, then you should be informed. There is disagreement between William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua. That's why Gachagua has been coming out with such kind of weird statements. Because if you talk about people coming to government and positioning themselves for reward before those who are there, the question is, who is bringing those people and who is going to reward them? Those two questions we should be answering here. The truth is that it is William Samoei Ruto who is trying to bring people on the table, trying to widen and bring everyone there, as far as though his formula is using orthodox formula, whereby now you are poaching people. So it is Ruto who is bringing people. But then Gachagua is wondering, why are people just coming from Azimio, then they come and take front seat? when we who are there, we are in the building. That tells you that that fight means there is disagreement between these two, and they have failed to solve their problem in a boardroom. That's why now he's coming publicly to give a controversial statement against the president's position. Because, as a president, and of course, to an extent, a deputy president, he should be seen to be a symbol of unity in terms of, number one, appointment, in terms of also, number two, his speech, and in terms of, number three, distribution of resources. Okay? He has always to appear as a symbol of national unity. So, on the first test, Ruto has failed in terms of appointment. Number two, in terms of speech, Ruto has been trying. Number three, in terms of distribution of national resources, Ruto is yet to reach there. Because his government is yet to start any project so far. Whatever he's trying to do, launching here and there things, those are projects that were initiated by the immediate retired president, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. So Ruto is yet to start his own project. So, in these two things, on one, he has tried to get it right, another one wrong. Appointment, Ruto got it wrong. So to worsen this situation in this country, it is when Gachagua comes out with statement like, Serikali ni kampuni, and we have shareholders in this company. Gachagua is calling for political animosity in this country. Possibility of anarchy is there because of such statement from Gachagua, and he's not alone. Kuna watu wengine wanasaidia Gachagua kufanya hii mambo. Kwa mfano, someone like Cherargei. Senator Cherargei huyu wa Nandi. Look at his statement at Spice FM. It tells you a lot. He's advising Ruto to fire even civil servants who never agreed with them. Another clueless person is Kipchumba Murkomen. He's saying that he's ready to work with those leaders who are ready to appreciate the government. Who told you we have to appreciate Ruto's government? Who told you? Not all of us are going to embrace it. But it is here to serve us. It has to serve our interest, not their own selfish interest. So Gachagua has been fighting William Samoei Ruto indirectly, using his statement, coming with a controversial statement, because he's helping even to divide this country more than uniting. He's calling for anarchy, actually. There's no better way to put it. And indeed, if this will happen, then Gachagua is an anarchist. He will be an anarchist. The truth is that the shareholders in Kenya government are Kenyans who are taxpayers to the same government. So we, the citizens of Kenya, we are the biggest shareholders in the government. Gachagua imfikie vizuri. And how are we shareholders of this government? I said we are giving our tax to this government so that it will serve our interest in return. That's why everyone will say we want to see the return for our taxes. Value for our taxes must be seen. Gachagua forget that his salary, fueling of his car, payment of the bills in terms of electricity and water, it is taken care of because me and you, we are paying taxes. It is not those you dear people he's talking about, those who used to campaign. Those are just campaign manager people who are campaigning and they need appointment. Therefore, they will earn salary from our taxpayers, from our shares, we as citizens. So the truth is that there is a consistent fight between Gachagua and William Samoei Ruto because Gachagua is fighting for a space. But Ruto amefanya hiyo nafasi imekuwa finyu sana. Gachagua has no space to breathe because even is not aware on how Ruto is doing his appointment, including as far as Mount Kenya is concerned. He's not involving Gachagua in when it comes to maybe you are seeking advice on or consultation to do appointment. So those people are purely William Ruto's appointees. And including Sabina Chege, who came the other day, and the other people from the Jubilee Party. Actually, their allegiance and loyalty is to William Ruto, but not to Rigathi Gachagua. Something that Gachagua is not comfortable about. So now, he has said that he's going to deal with the issue of UDA party. So Ruto will be doing the national events, but Gachagua will be dealing with the UDA party event. Look at that now. A mind of a DEO. Because as a deputy president, he needs to be also a symbol of national unity. That means anytime Ruto is not in this country, then that person who is deputizing him is in the gap. So how should we look at Gachagua when he's in the country and Ruto is out of the country? Should we view him as a deputy president or a UDA party manager? That is my big question on this punchline. So already he has told Kenyans, please don't refer to me as a deputy president. I am UDA manager. I will deal with the matters to do with the UDA party. These other issues is in the hands of William Ruto. Or is he telling us that Ruto has finally kicked him out of the government, so that he will be left with the other affairs of politicking and other issues? Then matters of governance ameachia watu wengine. Indeed, the real deputy to William Samoei Ruto, the man who is doing that job, it is Musalia Mudavadi. And that's the person who will not come out sharply with a dividing opinion. He will call on people to be together. In fact, seemingly he's the only person who come out more presidential than Gachagua and than even William Ruto himself. So Ruto is telling Gachagua, I have someone who will do my work. That person is Musalia. And for you, the way you are behaving, you are helping this country to divide even more, and it will reach an extent whereby it is going to be even very hard for William Ruto to collect taxes in this country, because people will say, okay, so sisi na kampuni zetu na parastato zenye ziko kwa our own region, we will not bring money to the national government because we are not shareholders. Unfortunately, it is Gachagua and Ruto, the owner of the company. So Ruto don't want to go in that direction. Again, such utterances are meant to help the Azimio side to find something to tell Kenyans about William Ruto's government, and the reason why they should avoid with all means possible associating themselves with William Ruto's government. Yani Gachagua amekuwa fodder for the Azimio side. That's the truth. He gives them something to punch on William Samoei Ruto. I don't know your views, but let us be in the comment section for continuation of this conversation. Thank you so much.